is the fact that sometimes the train doesn't make it over the hump, and you go hurling backwards like a failed physics experiment.
Hold on. You telling me there's a ride that doesn't do the same thing every time the operator presses the button? Lawsuit. I used to get paid to get on roller coasters. That's how I got over my fear, but see what this boy Bruce do talking about.
I was a big fan of roller coasters, which was bound to happen considering I live so close to Cedar Point. And if you don't know what Cedar Point is, well, it's an amusement park that has some of the biggest, fastest,
they got that one that go like straight up, right?
Roller coasters this side of the Mississippi. And when we were kids, me, my friend Steven, and his little brother Matt would go there every summer. So we know all the roller coasters like the back of our hand. So today I'm gonna go over what I consider to be the top 3 scariest, ooh, spooky, roller coasters of Cedar Point. All right, here we go. Number 3. The
Superman.
Magnum.
Oh, no.
All right, now the Magnum was like the first roller coaster that I was genuinely scared of. I mean, the thing is 200 fucking feet in the sky. Woo! It was built in the 1980s by a bunch of drunk welders.
See, I ain't doing those, bruh. In Georgia, we got the Georgia Cyclone. I'm good, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Get the rattling, your spine start to shaking. I don't want none of that.
Could it really be? Hey, you guys want to go ride the Magnum? I think I'll pass. But you know, peer pressure's a hell of a thing. I can't look like a wuss in front of all my friends, so I agree to go on the goddamn thing. So me and
Check
Steve
out my
are out
public
front.
interviews, send it to me on
Matt's
Discord.
Sit in the back by himself. Why do I always gotta sit by myself? Well, because 1, we didn't invent odd numbers, and 2, you're the little brother and you suck ass. That's why. So we start going up the hill, and I gotta say this roller coaster sounds like it's fucking falling apart from underneath us. It's all like clankety
Been to Cedar
clank,
Point with my
clank.
family.
We're all just sitting there in complete denial, like, it's supposed to sound like that, right? That's not the sound of a malfunctioning roller coaster, is it? Now, in the Magnum, it takes forever to get up the first hill, which is nice because it gives you plenty of time to get your affairs in order. Yeah, hi, Mom. If this thing collapses and I explode on impact, can you take care of my Tamagotchi for me? So up and up we go.
Your mom is throwing that in the garbage,
the whole time
boy.
You're just sitting there thinking about how long ago the 1980s were. Good Lord, the 80s? What, did Ben Franklin design this fucking thing? Finally, we make it to the tippity top, and just when we're about to go over the edge, a fucking bug flies right into my mouth. So now as we're going down, I'm choking on a goddamn June bug or whatever the hell it is. I go to spit it out, and because, you know, physics and shit, my spit flings backwards and hits Matt right in the fucking face.
Tough.
So now for the rest of the entire ride, Matt's trying to strangle me from behind. I'm totally oblivious to what just happened. I'm thinking that he's just trying to assassinate me because I got the goddamn front seat. We get off the ride and I'm like, dude, what the hell was that all about? You fucking spit in my face like we're on a goddamn episode of Jerry Springer, that's what. So that's the Magnum. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. I would highly recommend it.
Bruh, I've rode so many roller. I'm gonna give y'all my top roller coasters at the end of this video.
Especially if you want a snack on the way down.
I gotta think of
the next one.
Number 2.
I'm gonna give y'all my top 5.
Millennium Force.
Now, the Millennium Force is pretty similar to the
looked
Magnum,
the same.
except, you know, it's 100 feet taller,
Woo!
and it was made after the collapse of the USSR.
Just Virginia.
So that's good. And to my 11-year-old ass,
Little bit
the
better
Millennium
put
Force
together.
was like the tallest thing in the world, which means my afraid of heights having ass was pretty hesitant to go on it the first time. Holy hell, we could get to the moon on that goddamn thing. I think I'm gonna pass on this one. Oh, come on, don't be a wuss. Shut the hell up, Matt. Nobody was talking to you with your little brother ass. God, you're not even a real person. I'm just saying, like, what if we get like 2/3 of the way up, and all of a sudden the train stops, and then we're stranded hundreds of feet in the air because some asshole had to wear a goddamn GoPro on his head. Dude, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know, maybe we should just get a corn dog instead. But instead of getting a corn dog, you guessed it, we get on the goddamn Millennium Force. So once again, we make Matt sit in the back, but this time some random Australian dude decides to sit next to him. Now, how do I know he was Australian? Well, because the whole time we were going up the first hill, that guy was like, oh goodness, oh crikey, oh God, we're really high up right now. And look, I know that's a shitty Australian accent, but, well, I'm one man.
The best he can do.
That's the best I can do, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. So once again, we get to the tippity top of this ride, and that Australian dude's like, crikey, there's a king croc right there.
Bro, I hate
that's not
people
what
who
he said.
talk
I don't know what the hell he
rides,
said. I'm sure it was something about a boomerang or a fucking kangaroo, the goddamn Sydney Opera House, something like that. Anyways, we go down the first hill, and holy hell, what an experience that was. The amount of G-forces we felt on our shitty little kid bodies, it was like we were in fucking astronaut training camp. The whole time the Australian dude won't shut the hell up. Oh, Vegemite sandwiches! Crocodile Dundee! When we got off that ride, it felt like our stomachs switched places with our assholes. Oi, Steve-O in Outback Steakhouse, am I right? Righto. Millennium Force, 10 out of 10. Would highly recommend
10 out
as
of
well,
10.
especially if you're Australian. Crikey.
These look like very boring rides to what I'm about to bring up, all right? Y'all just...
All right, last but not least.
Number 1.
See, this is the one, all right? I seen this one, all right? It like shoot you out, you go up, you twirl, you come down the other side.
Thrill Dragster.
All right, so this is kind of a tricky one because I think this ride's getting shut down for good, considering it's, literally falling apart and trying to murder people. But I'm going to do it anyways. Now, the Top Thrill Dragster isn't the most complicated roller coaster design. You go up,
And you come
and then
back
you go
down.
and the whole ride's over in like 14 seconds. But considering it's another 100 fucking feet taller, and it feels like you get shot out of a goddamn 30-06, I'd say it's pretty intense, to say the least. But those things are not what makes the Dragster the scariest roller coaster. No. The scariest part of the Top Thrill Dragster is the fact that sometimes the train doesn't make it over the hump, and you go hurling backwards like a fucking failed...
Oh, what?
Is the fact that sometimes the train doesn't make it over the hump, and you go hurling backwards like a fucking failed physics experiment. So there we are in line where...
Hold on. You telling me there's a ride that doesn't do the same thing every time the operator presses the button? You like got like a 50-50 chance of what the ride gonna do? Lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I heard. All right, lawsuit.
we're about to get on this goddamn thing. And of course, the train ahead of us doesn't make it up the first time. Hell, it doesn't even make it up the second time either.
I'm not getting on. If I find a roller coaster that's not working properly, I'm not getting on the ride, bruh. They got me bent, bruh. They got me bent.
Now you'd think at this point, Cedar Point would just shut the ride down, give everybody free snow cones, and pray to God they don't have a class action lawsuit on their hands for emotional distress. But instead, they're just like, ah, fuck it. Third time's the charm. And sure as hell, they were right. Third time was the charm. They made it over. Everybody in line's cheering like the fucking Backstreet Boys are in town. All right, well, I guess it's batter up. Now it's our turn. Let's hope for the best. So we're sitting there on the track, ready to get shot into outer space. And I have to admit, I wasn't too worried about having a rollback. Instead, I was more worried we'd have that perfect amount of momentum where we'd get stuck right at the very tippity top, stranded in the
that would be
stratosphere.
nuts.
And to make matters worse, we decided to sit in the front car. Now you'd think if you were worried about getting stuck at the top, you'd want the heaviest people towards the front of the train to help pull you over the hump. Well, our little asses are like $1.50 combined. We're not gonna be able to pull shit over the hump. I go to look to see who's sitting in the back. There's like a fucking sumo wrestler and a dead horse back there. Oh my God, we're not gonna make it. We're all gonna die. Excuse me, on second thought, I think I'd like to get off. So off we go into the sky like a pissed off Captain Planet. And once we reach the top, I swear this thing slows down to like Zamboni speed. Now I was emotionally distraught at the time, so I could be exaggerating, but I'm pretty sure we were fucking stuck up there for a second. We were like scooching our asses and shit, trying to get this thing to move. But somehow, I don't...
Hey, listen, ladies at home, y'all know y'all be doing this. Don't pretend like y'all don't, but that's what they doing in this roller coaster ride. The scoot your chair up move, trying to scoot the roller coaster. I know you're watching this, ladies. You're watching. The guys, y'all know the girls do it, all right? The little scoot your chair up move. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? You are right with God, my friend. But if you do know, you know what I'm saying? You're nasty.
I don't know if it was a slight breeze or maybe somebody let out half a fart. We got just enough momentum to get over the goddamn hump. Now, apparently this happens quite a bit because I found a video on YouTube of the same thing happening to some other poor bastard.
Dang.
It kind of went something like this.
Holy hell! Holy hell! Oh, God damn it, I knew it! We should have got a corn dog!
Oh, there we go.
When we got off that ride, I think it was safe to say that we were never going to be the same again. My hands are shaking, I'm emotionally distraught, and I may or may not have shat myself. You guys want to do it again? Absolutely. Fuck
of course.
Yes. Bruce.
All right, look. I used to get paid to get on roller coasters because we used to go like as a family. You know what I'm saying? And I was scared, bro. Big roller coasters. But one thing, the number one motivator is money. All right. Listen. I needed that chicken. Okay. So I used to get bribes. Like, yo, get on this ride. You know what I'm saying? We'll give you $5. I said, $5. How about 10? All right. So I leave the amusement park, my ticket paid for, and I'm up about $25. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here riding. And then I started pretending to be scared. Like, oh my, look at that ride. I'm gonna need a check. You know what I'm saying? Hey, where the check clearing? All right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's how I used to get paid. But if I had to give my top 5 roller coasters of all time, it's gonna be hard. I'm top 5 roller coasters. Number 1, no order. I can't think of no order. But I'm gonna go Rock and Roll Roller Coaster MGM. All right, we gotta go Rock and Roll Roller Coaster. Number 2, we have to go Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket Adventure Island. You know what I'm saying? Dang, Orlando getting all the praise today. Number 3 I think it's called the Shikra. The Shikra. It's at Busch Gardens. You know what I'm saying? That's 3. I need 2 more. I'm gonna go with The Mummy. I'm gonna go with The Mummy. I think that's at Universal Studios. Going with The Mummy. Number 5. What would number 5 be? I gotta pick something from Six Flags Over Georgia. I'm gonna go with what's the best ride there? It's between the Goliath and Superman. If I had to pick one, which one? I'm gonna go with the Goliath. I gotta go with the Goliath, bro. I have to. They're my top 5 roller coasters. Honorable mention, definitely the Superman. Tower of Terror was a good ride. That's not a roller coaster though. But yeah, bro. That's why I used to be on.